guys, Big Eternal Flames Gaming here with you for a video review of the latest Venom movie that we saw on day one of release in Australia on the 4th of October. Brand new to Australian cinemas, brand new to worldwide cinemas as well, and I'm also here with my good buddy on the channel, Shadow Mage.
Hey guys.
So, very first up guys, I'll just give you my thoughts very briefly on the movie. I thought the movie was excellent. I thought it hit all the right nerves. If you're a Venom fan, if you're a fan of the comic book, the character of Eddie Brock in the movie, as played by Tom Hardy, I thought was outstanding. I thought the support cast was also very cool. I thought Michelle Williams was really cool in her role, and the surrounding support cast, Riz Ahmed, great support cast. I'm a big fan of Tom Hardy anyway. Shadow, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, so I thought similarly. It was a really good movie. The way they portrayed Tom Hardy in his alternate roles of Venom and Eddie Brock was really nice, and it really shows where Marvel's looking to head with the upcoming superhero movies.
Cool. Now, so just briefly, so in a nutshell, Venom is the movie centers on Eddie Brock, who's an investigative journalist. Him and, as a side sort of note, his girlfriend Michelle Williams. And so the concept, of course, is that it's based on the Venom comic strips, whereby this Venom symbiote becomes enmeshed in Eddie Brock's, basically his DNA, and he becomes this sort of anti-hero who is in this constant conflict between what he wants to do as an innately good person and what Venom wants to do, who is not always really sort of nice, fabulous for the general population of the Earth. So it's actually quite funny. I found Tom Hardy really charming in the role. I thought he was very charismatic. He's funny, he's quirky, he's sort of a little bit off kilter with his humour, but all in all I thought it was Tom Hardy was awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting that they took a different direction with their Marvel superheroes, in that Eddie Brock's he got sacked, he's drunk, and he's not living a really good life. And it's funny because the Venom symbiote was also, quote, a loser on his planet, and so the kind of unlikely superhero duo just comes together, and you get Venom.
Okay, now also, how true was it to the original Venom comic book? Well, this is a good question. The original Venom character, of course, was an alien symbiote, an amorphous liquid-like form who requires a host, and typically a human to bond with. Now, the actual end product of that symbiote and that merging is partially dependent. Well, first of all, the human has to be able to accept the symbiote. It kills every other entity that it enters, so it will basically morph well with one human. Also, the strength of the actual human subject will have a big impact on the final strength of the symbiote human once it's merged. And in the case of Eddie Brock and Venom, you get quite a strong merge, and hence Venom is a very strong character physically.
And also, referring to the comic books, it's interesting because Venom is part of the Spider-Man world because it's a collaboration between Sony and Marvel, and it says that the Venom symbiote was originally introduced to the Amazing Spider-Man and was first appeared on Spider-Man. So sometime in the future, in the sequel, or if there's a third movie possibly, Spider-Man's going to come into this universe as well. So it'll be really interesting.
Okay, cool. Now, the $1 million question, Tom Hardy has been signed for 3 movies by Sony. So can they make 3 movies out of this? So a little bit of a spoiler alert here, guys. After the first round of credits, there is some footage there with a reference to Carnage, the character played by Woody Harrelson. Sherry, you want to talk about Carnage a little bit?
Yeah, so as Big said, when the symbiote links with its human host, it depends on both the strength of the symbiote and what the symbiote can do, and how strong the human is. So Carnage is a link between a mad serial killer and a very strong detached part symbiote of Venom in the end.
Okay, final rating, Shadow?
8.5 to 9.
Okay, I'm going to give it an 8.5 simply because I think that Infinity Wars is a 9.5, so everything is benchmarked against that. Hope you love the movie, guys. We'll see you again next time.
See you guys.
Take care.